Hey guys, Dave here, and I'd like to show you a product that I bought off of eBay the other day. This is a Pong game, but it is handheld and it is semi-electronic, semi-mechanical. Anyways, we'll get into that in just a minute. The game is called Blip. It is the digital game. It says here, take it anywhere. No TV set is needed for ages 6 and up. And if we look at the box here, I got this for a decent price. I think it was like 20 bucks on eBay. I mean, so for a 40-some-year-old game, it's not too bad. On the sides here, let's see, we got the sides here. They're all pretty much the same as the front, only slightly adjusted as much to see, you can see there here. All except for the back. And if we put the back down, we can show you that it says it has automatic digital scoring, which it's mechanical, but I'll show you that in just a second. It has a permanent light emitting diode, or LED, because people back in 1977 weren't aware of what an LED was. We've got numbered blip buttons here, 1, 2, and 3 for both sides. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Says we've got a game selector switch for 1 or 2 players. Individual serve button, which is a mechanical switch, lets the ball get in play. And let's read this here. It says, Blip is the type of game you can take with you anywhere. It's player against player when you blip it with a friend. Or player versus machine if you play against Blip itself. Activate the mechanical power source by winding Blip's timer. Right here, this timing mechanism is mechanical. It is just like winding back a toy car, or winding up a clock. It's pretty much the same thing, or an egg timer. That's the best analogy there. Anyways, now press the serve button and watch the light emitting diode, or LED. I'm doing that in air quotes here. You can't see that. Or LED come at you, but don't watch it too long. To win, your hand must be quicker than the blip. Quickly press one of the numbered blip buttons to send the LED back where it came from. If your opponent misses, it's a score 1 for you. You on the automatic digital scoreboard. Take Blip anywhere, on boats, trains, cars, rocket ships, or planes. Like, take on a rocket ship. When you play with Blip, you get carried away. And so does Blip. Requires 2 AA batteries, not included. Says here, made in Japan, patent pending. Now, let's just open it up here. I didn't get all of the mechanicals, or I didn't get all of the literature left in it. It does come with, right in here, let's see if we can zoom in on this. Oh, there is some, that's, yeah. See if you look in here, it's got half of the styrofoam holding. It says for battery instructions, and then it shows some things here, how to put the batteries in. Let me get that in a better spot. And then same thing on this side. So that's the box. Did not come with instructions. I haven't found any literature on instructions or anybody selling a separate listing for that. Let's just take it out of the, let's just take this out of the, here we go. Let's take this out of the bubble wrap that it was sent in. And this is Blip. Let's just get it centered here. As you can see, it looks exactly like it was. Here on the front, we've got exactly what the picture says. We've got the light here, 1 or 2 players. We've got the twist timer, 1, 2, and 3 for both sides. The serve button and the points button. On the side, there is nothing. On the other side, there is nothing. And on the top, there is nothing. On the bottom is the on-off switch for the light. And that would turn this light on right here. On the back, we have a little bit of instructions. Let me just bring this up here so you can see. It says instructions for 2 players. Push game selector switch for position 2. Turn switch on. Slide side with ball serves first. Send the server's score counter to 0. Set the receiver's score counter to R. Wind timer until it stops to start the game. As the ball comes towards you, anticipate the space it will land and push the button before it lands. That's a very integral part of this. To send it back to your opponent. If you choose the wrong space or push the button too late, your ball will stop on your side of the court. When you serve the ball again, your opponent scores 1 point. Play till time's up or 10 points. Players for one player. Instructions for one player. It says here, push game selector to 1. You play against the right side against Blip. You serve the ball and Blip returns it. Important, turn switch off after play for good battery life. It's got an embossed looking thing here. What does that say? Can't see it here. 1977 Tomy. The batteries in here, I've got 2 AA batteries. Simple as that. And up here is how you switch the scores. You can see if I'm preaching underneath, I can change the scores 1, 2, 3 manually. You're supposed to turn player 2 to R. Yeah, and then player 1 to 0. Now let's wind this up. I'll give you a short little gameplay explanation. Wind this up a couple of times. There, just a couple of times. And turn it to 1 player. Okay, so on 1 player, put it back to 0, 0. I will turn this on, and you can see, let's see if we can get this to work. Yep. The service button is over here. And the serve, if the right person is going to serve it to me, it's my job as player 1 to hit 1, 2, or 3 prior to them coming. Now this is a bit tricky, but we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to serve this to me, and my job is this thing will run either way to 1, it'll swerve to 2, or it'll go back to 3. It's really there. I'm sure there's some mechanicalness to it, that there's a pattern, but as of yet I haven't figured out. Right now it just seems random. So let me serve player 2 and get my fingers on 1. It's gonna. Oh, okay. So no. Here's the thing. I'm actually player 2, which is what they didn't specify. So let's just try this one again. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. This one's always going to return back to us. It's my job to hit 1, 2, or 3. So let me return this to player 1. And see, this is quite a 2. Okay. And 1. Nope. See. 3. Oh no. And this is what it does. Oh, I got 1 back. Okay, and 3. Okay, missed it. Just a hair. I don't know if it's showing up well. Yep, okay, there it goes. On 2 and 1. No. You gotta be very fast with this. 3. Nope. And 1. Nope. And serve another one. 2. Nope. Didn't get fast enough. And yeah, this game is kind of cool. Let's see. What's the score now? 9-0. So, let's see. 1. No. Did not get it in time. Now I got 1 back, 3 back, nope. So that is the score. 1, got it back. 2, didn't get it back. 1, got it back. 1, see. Now there's got to be some. Let's just. I guess I can't. Okay, let's just try 2 players now. Let me wind this back up, and I'll show you that maybe I can play it with. Myself, no pun intended here, but let's just get this back in frame, and I'll serve to myself, and 2, nope, didn't get any. 3, now this is something that's stuck. My serve on player 1 is a bit sticky. Taking this apart, I've kind of cleaned the gears and stuff like that. Use a little ISO to clean it up. Let's see, is there any scratches on the plastic there? No, it doesn't look like there's any. But yeah, it's in really good shape. For being over 40 years old, it's in really good shape. It doesn't really have a lot of wear and tear to it. I don't know where it came from, but it's a pretty cool game. Let me serve this back to myself. 2, did not get it. Did not get it. 1. Now this game... I played with my brother for a few minutes, or maybe like 20 minutes, and we played a few rounds ago. And it is more often than not, because of the sheer amount of little space you have, the game cannot really give you a lot of leg room to kind of like set up your choice. You kind of have to make it, and to hit all 3 doesn't really do you any good. Let me see here. Let me see if I don't know. Nope. See, yeah, just hitting all threes is not going to work. So 1, nope. 2, nope. See, this is, now I'd imagine, like I said, there's probably some gear ratios in here that have it go to a pattern back and forth. It's not really quote unquote random, but because there's in there, there's a wire, or there's like a piece of plastic here that's kind of moving this thing back and forth on all 4 axes. And it's going up and down, and it's going left and right. And it's random, but there's gears inside that dictate which way it's going to go from what side to what side. I'd imagine if I started writing this down, if I started and started writing down all of the different combinations that I would eventually figure out, perhaps the pattern, so I would know like 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, you know. But anyways, it's just a cool little thing that I picked up. I think it's kind of neat. I hope you guys like it too. Anyways, this is Dave signing off. I hope you enjoyed my 10-minute review of Tomy's 1977's Blip. Take care, guys. Hope to talk to you soon.